Right. Let's fire up the quattro.
Hello guys, and welcome back to another episode of Rambling About Cars. Today, we're revisiting an old friend, my B8.5 Audi A4. Now, the last time you guys would have seen this car on the channel, we were actually taking it to the dyno to see how much power it made with the, at the time, yet to be released JB4 from Burger Motorsports. The car did really well. It made about 250 horsepower to all four wheels on the Mustang dyno, I think about 311 foot-pounds of torque, and I was really impressed by the results. There's just one key thing. That car was bone stock other than the JB4. 4 years later, I've done a considerable amount of mods to this thing, so I figured I'd update you all so you can kind of see where the A4 is at today. Before we jump into the engine mods, I figured I'd walk you guys around the car because there are a bunch of exterior modifications that I've done to this thing over the years. So once we get through that, hop into the interior a little bit, go over a couple of things in there, then we'll dive into what's under the hood.
Starting at the front, I have an S-Line front bumper, along with an S-Line front grille with the Audi accessories chrome brightwork. I also have custom painted headlights with Euro-style reflectors, S4 mirror caps on the side, and aluminum optic side blades to match. I have an S4 style rear valance painted gloss black, and an Audi accessories rear trunk spoiler color matched. Laminex smoke rear taillights kind of bring it all together. The antenna is a K40 K30 and it's attached to my CB radio. The wheels are 19x9s from an A8, and to me they really tie the whole thing together. We have the Audi accessories bike rack with the Thule fairing, Audi crossbars, Audi accessories bike mount, and then a simple Field & Stream kayak carrier. Jumping into the interior, we've got a few things as well. An S4 gauge cluster mileage matched with an S-Line logo over the S4 logo, S5 flat bottom steering wheel, again removed the S5 badge, my Uniden R3 radar detector, hardwired in with the Uniden button pack, and a 70mm dash cam. There's that aforementioned CB radio, it's a Cobra, and a B8.5 style Android-based CarPlay head unit. The shifter is a JH Motorsports short shifter with a custom weighted knob, and the S4 start-stop button. And here's the heart of the beast, the EA888 Gen 2 engine. I'm going to go ahead and pop the cover off so you can get a closer look, and we will jump right into things. Alright, so I'm going to start from the intake side and we'll just work our way over. So here you'll see I have a BMC drop-in air filter that's in a stock air box with some speed ports drilled into it for a little bit of extra flow. We have an ECS tuning turbo inlet pipe, and that feeds down to our stock JH5 turbo. That's right, these are JH5s, not KO3s. Attached to that JH5 turbo, we do have a Go Fast Bits vent to atmosphere diverter valve, gives us some nice turbo noises, and then that's going to feed down into our intercooler. This is a Porsche Macan S diesel intercooler. It's, as far as I know, the same as every other 3-liter TDI intercooler, but it has a different part number, so I figured I'd try it. I didn't notice any difference to it physically, but it works decently. That feeds up through our stock charge pipes into the intake manifold, and you'll see I have a CTS Turbo throttle body spacer on there. That is for the meth injection setup. On the top of the motor here, we have the APR red top ignition coils. and some NGK spark plugs that are one step colder than stock. Jumping back to that meth injection setup, it is a Burger Motorsports Universal Meth Kit. I'm running a Snow Performance number 4 nozzle, and down in the depths of the engine bay, I have the pump for the meth injection. You can kind of see it right here. It's mounted to one of the charge pipes where the old sound box used to be. And if you peek back there, you can kind of see the cap where I have deleted the factory sound box, which helps with spool a little bit. And this is just kind of the view through that front fog grille. That system plumbs all the way up through behind the false firewall. You can kind of see my JB4 back there hiding away, and then runs along the false firewall all the way over to my 1-gallon tank. I typically run about a 56% mixture in the meth tank. I make a home brew of heat and Sub-Zero washer fluid, and it's a good combo. I primarily use it to lower charge temperatures, but it also helps raise the effective octane fuel, all that good stuff. You're probably wondering what I'm doing for tuning. I still have the JB4 back there. It is stacked on top of the Integrated Engineering Stage 2 ECU file. I'm using a custom map 6 for that, and the JB4 obviously is also controlling my meth injection. I've got an Integrated Engineering downpipe with a CTS catback exhaust, dual exit, and at the front of the motor I have a fluid amper crank pulley. To put all the power to the road, I have a spec Stage 3 Plus clutch with an ECS tuning lightweight flywheel. We've also got an ECS tuning stainless steel clutch line in there as well. And I've got an 034 transmission mount, Hypertune transmission mount insert, and an Apical Blue rear differential mount. That's their street version. So this car is truly full bolt-ons. I like to call it Stage 2 Plus because it has that stack tune on there. It peaks at around 27 psi, but because this is a pretty small stock turbo, it peaks quite early in the rev range and then it tapers off pretty hard up top. So compared to a standard Stage 2 car, I don't think it has that much more top end, but you do get a lot more torque, and that's where the primary performance gain from those, that stack really comes from. It's a really fun setup though. I really enjoy it, and it's been super reliable for me. The car has, at the time of this video, it had about 130,000 miles. I'm voicing this over a little later. We're up to about 134, 135,000 now, and she's still chugging away just fine. As with any older high mileage car, there is definitely some maintenance on the horizon with this thing, and of course there's going to be a couple mods here and there as well. So if you'd like to see any of that, let me know down in the comments. Be sure to hit the like button and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow, and we'll see you guys on the next one.